Shabbat second video today. I told you. Yes, I got a Maddie. This is Rosalie. Yeah, she came with a head dented, but it gives her more, in depth. I cut her hair a little bit because it came with lots of hair. Didn't you, baby girl? This is 12-month-old top. And it fits her. The pants are 12 months old clothing. And these are a size 4 shoe. No, 3 shoe, sorry. I like the size 3. She's still got pink socks on, but I wanted it to go with that. It's not really matchy. And she has a peachy bowing. Hi, gorgeous. I did have a sleeping baby in here. That was Shani. Yes, I've still got my koala, which is I love Australia. I do love Australia. My aunt lived in Perth. She emigrated from Israel to Perth, but she never lived in the Jewish section. She says she loves to be around her own people, but that's someone leaving the driveway. So yeah, she loves Australia. She just emigrated because of the wars. She couldn't handle it. That's why my dad also left, which is my great aunt because she was my dad's aunt. But she emigrated to Perth in 1960s. Oh, your hair is so beautiful, but there you go. Oh, that's my hair. I thought that was yours. I was going to say, no, hair's coming up. In the 1960s, and she never came back from Australia because she says she was made welcome, so welcome in Australia. She had no problems. It's a bit chilly, isn't it, tonight, girl? We are having a freeze. It's not really a freeze, but cold weather for Louisiana. So she's a size 24 inches. She measures 24 and a bit. So 24 and a half inches she measures. Her hands are so big, so cute. She did not go on a outing with me today, but she will next time I go to Bass Pro and Broadwalk. I don't really mind that her head is sunken in. It gives her more of a unique look. I had a friend who had a face. I didn't go to that. And she also looks like my daughter, who's 26. I have 6 children. Well, 7 children. The 6th baby was a girl and she was a stillborn. I do not use these dolls because of losing my child. I use these dolls because I love them. And no, they're not real kids. I won't do that to a real child. I'm not a cruel person. So, Rosalie, the only one without a Jewish name. I don't know what colour eyes she's got. It looks blue on camera, but if I look at them away from light, it looked like she had brownish green, a bluish green. But she's got lovely blue eyes. Look at that. And yes, behind that pacifier, she's smiling. She's a smiler. And the sunset, beautiful pink clouds, mostly over there. Let me turn you around. Mostly over that side, because the sun is setting in the west. That was the east over there. That's where Jerusalem is, way over there. Every time I pray, I face that way. So, I'm here drinking coffee because it is a bit chilly, and I was drinking an energy drink earlier. Boy, I needed it. I needed it. But here it is, and that's what it says. Faith. Emunah. Abukuk. I think that's 2-4. Habakkuk, not Habakkuk, or as we say, Habakkuk. Faith. Emuna. So Emuna, faith. I've just made that coffee. I spilled some on my leg coming out and it burned a little. Now it feels like it's lukewarm. That's how cold the temperature dropped. It was 75, 70, no it was not, it was higher. It was about 72, not light, it was lower. 72 degrees and around about 4:30 it went to 68 and now it's 60, no don't make me lie to you. See, if 65 right now, so it's 19 Celsius right now. So I did a live on Facebook showing Shani and I did not show her. Yeah, there is a video coming of me mentioning Rosalie, saying you was going to see her. I didn't know if I was going to do it tomorrow or today. My son is feeling a little bit blessed, so he did not have my phone. So I'm lucky that I can actually get my phone to do some recording. My cameras don't charge. I don't know what's wrong with my cameras. They were from Temu and they're not charging. And my son's bedroom door is open. Why that is, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to be out here that long. I'm not going to do a long video. The other one is about 20-30 minutes long because Henry's sugars were dropping and he wanted to get a drink. So I only did a short one there with Shani, Hunter and Henry. I walk because my husband does not like the kids, does not like well, talk about my reborns. And is not keen on my real kids either. Which one of them belonged to him? And I went and took the boys along the boardwalk, looked at the Red River. It kind of looked choppy, but when we were going over the Red River Bridge, even the Jimmy Davis Bridge, it looked like glass. Then when we went over the Shreveport Barksdale Bridge, it looked like glass, but when we were at, that's a fire truck or an ambulance. Mind up, girl. What are you? Did I just miss you? Ah, no, I think it's an ambulance. And where's it going? I just saw the blue lights. Well, it stopped. I think it's more of an ambulance. The moon is like a thumbnail moon. So, yep. I'm standing up. Standing up, y'all. Remember when I was in that wheelchair because I broke my back? And I had treatment. But I'm going to show you. I'm going to flip you around. But there's a sunset. There's a thumbnail moon. And that's the main road. That's a light shining through the street lamp, whatever you want to call it, shining through. I hear an ambulance or fire truck. So I think that was the fire truck and now the ambulance is coming down. And I hear the train horn. Oh, two ducks flying in the air. Cormorant ducks. They're cormorant. And yeah, something was tickling me on my throat. A cormorant ducks, two of them. So it's husband and wife flying off at night. They've been out all day having fun eating fish. Normal bird. They're going too fast for me to just flip you around again and show you. Yeah, there's been a fallout, someone's got sick or an accident. Let's hope that they heal very soon. So yes, I pray for everybody. If I see an ambulance, I do pray for them. What do I do now? Girl. Yeah. Because I don't want you back over there. I want you as close up to me as possible, as I would a real child. So I'm outside, the kids are inside. Hunter's recovering from COVID. This is his 5th day. Excuse me. His 5th day of having COVID. So, yeah, he's recovering. Is the only one his dad said I couldn't give him a vaccine. I couldn't vaccinate him against it. So he's had COVID twice. And I keep telling my husband the next one might kill him. But he doesn't give a hoot about it, so my hands are tied. With Henry being my own, and he only stepped up as a stepdad but didn't adopt him. Henry's health comes to me, but because Rick is alive and we're together, he has a say-so in Hunter's thing. No, my eyes are not red here in the corner. It's just that the light's going. I'm going to waste that coffee. I only had a few swigs of it. I made my own Folgers coffee in the pod. It wasn't in the pod. I took it out the Folgers coffee tub and put it into a pod and made it that way. What? You're looking at my phone, aren't you, gorgeous? Let's put you back to her. Look at that. She's looking at my phone like, give me that phone, mama. Ema, I want the phone and I want it now. Well, guess what? I made one mistake by giving my phone to my son. I ain't going to do it with you. So if she was real, I don't know why it's blurry. If she was real, she would not be playing with a real phone. She would be playing with her fake phone always. And then she wouldn't have that real phone until she was at least 15 years old. So she would not touch a real phone in her hand until she's 15. Yep, I'm that kind of mum. There you go, there's this moon. And it's a thumbnail. It don't look like a thumbnail, but it is. And that's why the Muslims have got their Ramadan. I think it's the 2nd day of Ramadan. I don't know, I don't keep up with that Ramadan thing. I'm putting the hood up. Yeah, because the wind is blowing that way. So it's blowing from north. Where is it coming? I don't know. That's weird. Is it north? Is it west? Yeah. Is it north? Is it west? She's cold. Hey. It's cold tonight, huh? That was a new neighbour. He just came in. He goes to work around 7 o'clock in the morning. I found a toothpaste that can get rid of this. As you can see, it's not so bad, but it's expensive. And I have to hide it from the kids because my kids want it. So we're just doing this, aren't we? Aren't we gorgeous? And on my shirt it says, Saturday is the Sabbath. Keep it holy. And it's Genesis 2:5. So if you want to read your Genesis, as the Jews read their Genesis as well. Yes, I believe in Yeshua since 2017 after my freak accident. Left me in a wheelchair with a broken back. I'm putting my coffee on your feet for a minute and then I'm putting it under the basket. So you'll hear me tonking around trying to fit this underneath a toy and put it in the back of the basket. No, I just hope I don't forget it. But if I see it when I pack it up for the night, yeah, pack your stroller up for the night and then put you to bed. You've had 2 late nights. Oh, a kitty cat! A ginger one. I love cats, but Hunter's allergic, so I try not to touch a cat because Hunter touches me all the time. Well, not all the time now. Since he started his anxiety meds, he's not touched me overly. But that was a ginger and white cat. What a beautiful little... Oh my gosh. I love cats, I love dogs. But cats are number one, dogs are number two. I used to have a Persian cat and she was called Gizmo. No, I did not name her. She was a rescue cat. And my mum named her. And I took her from my Ima and I said, I'll take her then. You don't want her, you're mistreating her. Because you keep kicking her out, you let the other one in. And Gizmo was an indoor cat. My mum kept kicking her out. And I said, Abba, I'm taking Gizmo home with me. And he says, you don't have a cat carrier. I said, I don't care. I said, I'm taking her home. My Ima's treating her bad. My nephew's treating her bad. My nephew hits her, he kicks her. I said, I'm taking her. And he said, okay, I trust her with you because you're good with them. And he said, as long as you send pictures, I'll take pictures and show me when you come and visit me. I don't mind you taking her. So I took her and she stayed with me from 2002, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7 years. She was 10 years old when on the 7th year of me having her. She was 10, showing no signs of slowing down. But I got told to get rid of her by a social worker that didn't like animals. The reason I got a social worker, go inside, it's cold, jump on. Now, the reason I got a social worker is because I moved. What's wrong with you? What happened?
I feel like I'm gonna pass out.
Eh?
I feel like I'm gonna pass out.
Go sit down. You've got COVID and you...
I thought I didn't have it no more.
No, you still got it. So I asked for a social worker because I just moved into Scotland and I was not sure about anything, and I asked her for help, and she was actually a guru social worker.
What is a guru?
She helped new families that came into a area that they were not sure.
Noise?
Motorcycle.
No, that like move under things here.
Like that?
No, like it sounded like something move under.
I don't know. I keep hearing it.
You're
and
the steps?
Yeah, and I asked for help because I moved into Scotland, Edinburgh, that I did not know anything about, didn't know the buses, didn't know my way around, and she said she'd help me. So she helped me. I had the kids. She did not like my first husband. She hated him. And she went, girl, I sensed something bad about him. And I said, yeah, so do I. Because at that point...
What was actually bad about him?
He hit me and he hit the kids. He used to beat me and he beat my kids up. No, he's not Jewish. He was Christian.
Kids? Like which kids?
Libby, Steffi and Paul.
Why?
I don't know.
Like,
he used to drink. He was an alcoholic. And he used to hit me and the kids. Especially if he did not have no alcohol.
I'm putting my shirt on.
Yeah, exactly. And he eventually ended up taking me to court for the children when they were old enough to look after themselves. Yes, he did. And he won because he had more money than me. My guru said she'd help me try and gain them, but she said he just had too much money and he paid everybody he knew he could. So I lost them. Plus, yeah. He wasn't good. So he kept them for 2 years, and my eldest daughter spoke out and said, look, my dad's beating me up. Can we go back to mom? And unfortunately the judge, which was his uncle, didn't put me with the kids again.
Why?
And his dad and stepmom.
Why did they
I
not
don't know.
put it?
And his dad and stepmom took them instead, so I got really annoyed. And I came out and I said, is it because I'm Jewish? Now I knew that the judge never knew my faith, he didn't know my nationality. And he said, I didn't even know you were Jewish. And I said, well, why did you take him? I just don't like the look of you. And I said, fair enough, you don't like the look of me, but does that equal me not being a good parent? I said, you've just shown that your nephew is not a good parent. So he lost all contact with the children, and his parents raised him, and he was banned from their house. Yes, I saw them. And then they moved, and then I didn't get told where they moved to. So I said, okay, I guess their life's gone forward.
No, look at me.
Yeah, so I said, I guess their life's gone forward. And I decided to go back to England from Scotland. I didn't stay there long. I went from England to Finland because I fell in love with another guy. Didn't work out, moved back to England. And then my friend who lived with me for 2 years in Britain, she came back just before I went to Finland. She came back here to this house.
How long is this video going to be?
Not that long. I've only been on 22 minutes. And
22 minutes?
And she said,
are you insane?
Yeah, I knew that her mum was sick. She told me her mum had cancer, but I didn't know it was that bad. And she said, I've just lost my mum and I can't deal. And I need you to come here because that's the only person I can trust. I know will help me through this. So I came. She also had cancer. She had breast cancer, and I said, okay, I'm coming. I'm going to look after you and get you through your mum's passing, who also died of cancer. She had lung cancer, did her mum. And then my sister, who I call sister, that's what she died of. She died of breast cancer. Well, not breast cancer, she got over breast cancer. She bet it, and then she had an operation because it was leading on to Crohn's disease. She had an operation on her bowels, and she got sepsis, and she died of sepsis. In 2020, 8th of June, 2020, she passed of sepsis. They were running every test they thought of, but they didn't run the test of COVID. It's not COVID, sepsis. And I said to my sister, I said, didn't they just take it's dark now, 2 stars it out. I said, did they check you for anything? She went, they tested me for COVID. I don't have COVID. They tested me for cancer again. I don't have cancer. And then we got the death certificate. She died of sepsis. And I did a lot of digging, and I went to the doctor that did it because he was friends with me and the family, and I said, did you not test her for COVID, for sepsis? No, because she wasn't showing no signs of sepsis. That's just she had a red rash, a cough, and she can't breathe. Little red dots. And I said, that is a sign of sepsis. So nearly. And she says, well, he said, I already didn't realise. Touching my mezuzah. And now I'm in. And she says, he said, I didn't realise that she could have had that. And I said, well, she had an operation, so why didn't you realise? So, can you turn music off, please? Oh, it's an advert. I'm nearly done. So, hold on. So, they didn't test her for sepsis. So, I was mad as anything. I didn't blame him for it. I said, okay. I said, make my sister a learning curve. Test your patience for everything possible. That's what you should have done. And that's one of my kids behind me. That's Amos. And that's Betty. Both sitting on the sofa. And that is another Maddie and a pixie looking baby. So, yeah, Maddie's inside. She's all smiles. Well, Rosalie. And she's just looking around. She likes being inside. She likes watching TV. She's a TV fiend, aren't you? I don't know what she likes yet. She doesn't. She watches Bluey, but I think that's just Izzy. Which Izzy's in the bouncer right there. Hold on. There's Maddie. Yeah, there's some toys around. There's Eden. And there is Jessie. Not Izzy. Jessie. I changed the name because in Hebrew means, which is Iska, means Jessica. So she's Jessie. Rosalie, Eden, Amos, and Betty. Now them two are going to a new home on Monday. And so I'm okay with that, aren't we? So yeah, that's me inside. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get the TV off him. He can have the phone. See if he'll have the phone, because he's not really bothered about the phone at all. And I'm like, come on, give me some TV time. Which I don't mind about the TV because it's Shabbat. He won't play dominoes. He likes dominoes, but he won't play it. Then he won't play a card game, and he likes card games. He doesn't particularly like board games. I've got Candyland. I've got Snakes and Ladders. I've got Tic-Tac-Toe. But I'm gonna go anyway now, so Shabbat Shalom.